analysis and approximation for about 20 minutes. And then you will do your quiz. Yeah, prepare your quiz, do your quiz, and we will have a meeting again for the implicit differentiation at 11:50. Yeah, at 11:50. So I hope you finish at 11:45. Let's have a break for 5 minutes, and we'll begin at 11:50. Yeah. Are there any questions from the last lecture?
Pak, saya punya pertanyaan tapi nggak berkait tentang yang lecture itu.
Yeah, okay. Yes, your question.
Saya mau nanya, nanti kuisnya itu bakal di-held di MS Teams yang besar atau MS Teams masing-masing kelas
MS Teams yang kecil, the little class. Sorry, MS Teams yang besar, MS Teams yang besar.
Okay,
soalnya dia nggak tahu MS Teams kita yang kecil apa nama kelasnya. It will be held on the big class, Matematika Bisnis 1 MA 1103.
Alright, thank you, Pak.
Okay, you're welcome. Any other questions? Okay, if no other questions?
Ya, ini di apa kelas yang gede it says it starts at 1:30. Or are we starting earlier?
Yes, sir.
Oh, nggak jadi?
Yes, sir.
Ya, Pak, saya cek juga jam segitu.
Oh, bukan 11.30. Oh, 1.30. Oh, oke. Jadi 1.30, wah kita masih lama dong.
Baru diganti kayaknya, Pak.
Oh, baru diganti. Oh, kemarin bukan ya?
Iya kayaknya.
Oh, oke. It just changed last night into 1:30. Okay, then I will just review and then finish my business, and then you can finish your business. Okay. This one, yeah. I want to. Can you look at my screen now? I'm at OneNote now.
Yes.
Okay. I'll carry on then. Okay, so I'm going to discuss again what about the marginal analysis. Okay, so if I have this as a curve cost function, the curve is given by the pink one, the red one. Okay, at x0, I can find the c prime x0, the derivative of c with respect to x evaluated at x0. Okay, what is that? This is the slope of tangent line, the blue line, the slope of this blue line. Okay, you know this is when this is x0 plus 1. This is the cost when the production is x0 plus 1. This is the cost when the production x0. So the difference between the height, this height, and this height is c prime x0 plus 1 minus cx0. What is this? This is the additional cost of increasing production from x0 to x0 plus 1. Okay, so for every one additional, so x0 plus 1, so the real actual cost is given by cx0 plus 1 minus cx0. If x0 is 5, this is 6, so the additional cost is given by c6 minus c5. Okay, that is additional cost c6 minus c5 for increasing production from 5 unit to 6 unit. Okay, and this is the actual cost. What is that? This is the height of this. This one, maybe that one. This one. Yeah, this is the actual cost. So C6 minus C5 is the actual cost of producing the 6th unit. Again, C6, the height of this, minus C5, that is the red one, this red one. This is C6 minus C5. This is, what is this? This is the additional cost for producing the 6th unit. This is the cost of the 6th unit. Okay, harga barang ke-6. Harga barang ke-6 itu diberikan oleh ini. The red one, this one, red one. Oke ya. But sometimes we usually use approximation. What do we usually use approximation? This one. The blue one, this one. Maybe a little more thicker. More bright. This one is the approximation. This is the approximation for CX0. This is approximation for C6 minus C5. So this is approximation of additional cost for every increasing production by 1 unit. Okay, so this is the approximation of the for producing the 6th unit. Don't forget, this is just an approximation. Okay, yeah, the 6th unit. I can do a general one. I can do general one. This is for every one increase. This is for every one increase. For every one increase along the x-axis, the y is increasing by C prime x0. Okay, yeah. So C prime x0 is the approximation of Cx0 plus 1 minus Cx0. So if x0 is 5, this is C6 minus C5. C6 minus C5, the approximation of C6 minus C5 is C prime x0. This one, the little one, this is the approximation for the longer one. Again. Okay, yeah. So the longer one, this longer one, can be approximated by the little one, this little one. Okay, yeah. So every additional unit of 1, it is approximated by C prime x0. This is what we usually call the marginal cost for producing x0. Okay, and we can do not just 1 unit. This is 1 unit. For 1 unit, if you go, this is x0, yeah? This is maybe x0. I just use my pen. This is for x0. If you, what do I want to say? Oh, if this is every one increase, this is x0, yeah? Once more. This is x0. Okay, this is x0. Every one increase, it will increase upward or downward by C prime x0. Okay ya, karena ini kan this is the slope. C prime x0 is the slope here. The slope here. What does the slope here? If the slope is 2, what does it mean? If you go 1, it will go up by 2. What is minus 2 mean? If you go 1, you will go down by 2. Okay, yeah? Okay, yeah? What about in general? If you go up by 1, this is x0, this is x0. If you go up by 1, it will increase by C prime x0. In general, I can have, what if I just a half? What is the increase here? It is a half times C prime x0. Okay, yeah? This is what you usually call approximation. Approximation in general. Marginal analysis just for additional 1 unit, but in general, it can be less than 1. 0.1 unit, 0.01 unit, just like the question from Anissa, non-smoker. Yeah, so that's what we usually call about the approximation. Don't forget, this is just a linear one. Look at the blue line. This is a linear. So If you go 1, this is go 2. If you go 2, this go up by 4, etc. If you go minus 1, it will go down by minus 2 if the slope is 2, yeah. If I have the slope is 2, what does the blue line here mean? If you go up by 1, it will go up by 2. If you go up by 2, it will go up by 4. If you go up by 0.1, 0.1, it will go up by 0.2 NF. Don't forget, this is a linear. So it is equivalent. But if you look at more units, let's say that you have x0 plus 2, this one, so maybe this is x0 plus 2. Okay, the approximation is this, but the real one is this. So the real one with the approximation differs very, very high. The error is very, very big. Why? Because you are walking too far from x0. Okay, so that's why approximation is only valid if you just go by 1 point or 2 point or less than 1 point. If you go beyond that, 2 points, 3 points, the approximation failed. Because the error will get very big. Okay. Questions about the marginal analysis and approximation? Okay, yeah. If you don't have any question, I would like to have the implicit differentiation. Now, okay. Now we want to find the derivative of an equation that is not a function. Remember, what is a function? A function is a rule that assigns one value here at the domain to one value. Okay, exactly one. You cannot have this. Why? Because 1 point at the domain is paired with 2 points at the range or at the codomain. So this is not a function. So if this is x, this is y. So what? This is not a function. Why? So because for 1x you have 2y, 2 height. Okay, yeah? So this is not a function. So a function is usually defined as y equals fx. This is explicit form of a function. Y equals something of x. What if we have an equation but not a function? Sorry, just like here. This is not a function. Why? Because a circle with radius square root of 5. Okay, yeah? This is not a function because for every x in domain, you have 2 heights here. So this is not a function. But if you divide, y squared is 5 minus x squared. So you have y equals plus minus 5 minus x squared. Okay, yeah? So you have this one is y equals plus square root of 5 minus x squared. This one is y equals minus square root of 5 minus x squared. Okay, yeah. If you divide by two components, the upper part and lower part, this is a function. But this is very cumbersome. Why? Because if you want to know like this, y cubed plus 3y equals x cubed plus xy. What is the y? Whoa, it's very very hard to find an explicit what is y, because in this function you have something like this. You have something like this. For cube, you have like this. So for every 1x, you have 3y. The question is, are you in this part or are you in this part? Or are you in this part? I don't know. I don't know. Because there are 3 functions. And you have to find the roots of this cubic equation. Very, very hard. Very, very hard. So this cube is, you have 3 functions, y1, y2, and y3. Very cumbersome. Very cumbersome. So what do we usually do if you don't have an explicit y equals fx? If you don't have any explicit like this, you don't have any explicit y. So what you do is just this, like this. Find the derivative dy dx with respect to this. Okay, yeah. I want to find the derivative of this dy dx, the slope of tangent line. Oh, okay. Maybe add. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, this one first. Find the slope of tangent line at 1, 2 and 1, minus 2 at curve x squared plus y squared plus y. Okay. So, in general, I can say this. Okay. In general, y is a function of x. Look, this is a function. Y is a function of x. Y is a function of x. Y is a function of x. But globally, this is not a function. But this is locally, this is a function. Locally, this is a function. Locally, this is a function. But globally, not a function. Why? Yeah? So this x squared plus y squared locally is a function of x. So I can write this down as y is a function of x. So I can find the derivative of this. What is the derivative of this? The derivative of x squared is 2x. What is the derivative of this? This is let's assume that y is yx. Okay, yeah. So I'm not going to use yx. You know that y is a function of x. So the derivative of this is given by 2y. But don't forget y prime equal 0. Any questions from this?
Sir,
Questions?
I don't get why do we have to times it with y again?
Very good, very good. Let yx is this. What is the derivative of this? Sorry, let yx be this. Okay, yeah? So yx squared, yx is this. Okay, yeah? So yx squared is this. Yx squared is x squared plus 1 plus 2. What is the derivative of this? Your name, sorry?
Michelle, sir.
Michelle, what is the derivative of this?
2 2x squared plus 1
times x squared plus 1
times 2x
to the power of 1, this y to the 1.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Times the derivative of x squared plus 1, y prime. Okay, you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So that's why, because don't forget, y is a function. Y is a function. Remark. Okay, yeah. So this is, I want to find y prime. Don't forget what is y prime? Y prime is dy dx. How y changes with respect to x. Okay, yeah. The rate of changes. The rate of changes, the same. So I have 2y. This is y. Y to the 1 is y, yeah. I can just simplify this. Yes. And then I have 2y prime equals minus 2x. Okay. And y prime is given by easy. Minus 2x divided by 2y. And it is given by minus x divided by y. And y prime, what is y prime? Y prime is dy dx. Okay, yeah. What is dy dx? The slope of tangent line at every x. Okay, yeah. Can you follow me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but it is very, very strange. Why? Why does the derivative of some function, it depends on y? Yes, because you do not know in which function are you, the upper one or the lower one. So you have to choose which one, 1, 2 or 1, minus 2. And the slope is different. So it makes sense. It depends on the height as well. Because this is not a function. If you have a function, you just have the red one. So y is always explicitly given. Y is explicitly given. By this, but this, you have 2y. Which y? At x equal 1? Yes. But which y? The upper one or the lower one? Yes, x0. But which y? This y, or this y? That's why the derivative depends on x and y. Okay, yeah? So at 1, 2, derivative is given by what? It's given by minus 1 divided by 2. Okay, and this is the slope of tangent line at x equals 1 and y equals 2. And the same, you can do this for at equals 1, minus 2. But first you have to check, yeah, whether this is in this curve. If this is not in the curve, just like this, you have this one. What is the tangent line? Which tangent line? This one or other maybe this. I don't know. But you have to check if that 1, 2 satisfy the equation and 1, minus 2 satisfy. I can easily check that 1, 2, 1 squared plus 2 squared equals 5. Yeah. What about this one? 1 squared plus minus 2 squared, minus 2 times minus 2 plus 4 is equal 5. Okay. So it's on the graph. The point 1, 2 is on the graph. So this is given by just a half. Okay, so this is the slope of tangent line. Okay, any questions?
Sir,
Yes.
if one of the slopes, like for example, if 1.2 is not on the graph, do we still have to do it, or we just leave it?
Yeah. Thank you for the question. If the point is not on the curve, let's leave that for an advanced course.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. You can find the tangent line, but I don't think it's on the scope of this business mathematics. Yeah. Never mind. Just forget it. If not in the.
Sir,
Yes. Questions.
it's a little bit outside the topic. However, yesterday while doing the homework, we have this implicit differentiation situation
Yes.
So we have to find the second order derivative. How do you do that from that? Because
Thank
we're
you.
going to have.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Very good question. Your name, Miss?
Michelle, sir.
Michelle. Okay. So I'm going to find the higher derivative. D squared x. No. D squared y, because y is a function of x. Dx squared. Yeah, usually do this. Dx of the derivative of, this is just a notation ya. Makanya kamu punya, so you have d squared y, dx squared. Yeah, not precisely, but it's okay. So I want to find what is the derivative of this. What is the derivative of this? Second derivative is the derivative of the first derivative. Okay ya, it's okay ya. How do you find this derivative? Very easy. Let u equal x minus x. Let's have minus at the up. Okay ya. And v equals y. Thank you for the questions. Good question. Yes, good question. So what is the derivative of this u divided by v? U divided by v? It is given by
U.
Yeah, let this, then don't forget I have to choose what is u prime minus 1. Okay. And phi prime, what is phi prime? Phi prime is y prime. What is y prime? Yeah, y prime is this, minus x over y. But I can change it later. So what is the derivative of this? U prime phi. U prime v minus u phi prime divided by phi squared. Okay, yeah? And I can simplify it further. So I have something, yeah? This is just y squared. What about this one? Minus y minus plus x y prime. I can simplify it further. What is y prime? Y prime is minus x divided by y. I can simplify it further. Minus y plus x times minus x divided by y. And what is this? Simplify it further. What is this? Y squared. What is this one? Minus y minus x squared over y. This is okay. This is okay. Yeah, if you have until this or until this is okay. But if you want to simplify it further, yeah, you have to apa sih biasanya menyamakan penyebut itu? You have to make your denominator the same. So this is just y squared. And this is given by minus okay, This is divided by, so this is minus y squared minus x squared divided by y. And what is this? This is minus y squared minus x squared divided y cubed. This one. Okay, thank you for the question. What about if I want to find the derivative of this? You can find it by yourself, yeah? The third derivative. The third derivative. Thank you, Michelle, for your question. Questions again, Michelle? No?
Sir.
Yeah.
But in the homework, it's d square divided by dy square.
Yeah. So what do you want to do? Sorry?
No,
D?
because the prime or derivative is dy per dx, but this is only the y. It's only d square divided by dy square. So I don't get how I can do that, or I don't get it.
Can you repeat again? What do you ask? D squared
Divided by dy square.
This one?
Yeah, and then like the question, that's like the derivative dy square by d square by dy square of the question blank.
Yeah. So it's up to you. So this is x a function of y, or y a function of x. So if x is a function of y, I can do this. The second derivative of x, function x, with respect to y, the second derivative. This is just a function. I don't know what is the function. It can just be any function. But that means the second derivative of that function with respect to y, the second derivative.
Okay.
Yeah, but it can be left blank here. So d squared dy squared of a function. What the function? It can be y, it can be u, it can be v, up to you. Okay, yeah. If no other question, let's look at the last one. I want to find y prime dy dx of the curve this. Don't forget, y is a function of x. Y is a function of x. So what is, I can do the derivative here, 2x plus, very careful. Very careful. Y because x and y is a function of x. So if you want to find the derivative of this, you have to find the derivative of the multiplication, the product rule. U is x, phi is y. So the derivative is given by u prime phi plus u phi prime. Very careful, yeah? Because x is a function of x, y is a function of x. So you have to be very careful, extra careful. So you have 2x plus, what is the derivative this? Okay, you can, if you still confused, of course you can let u equals x and phi equals y. Then u prime is 1 and phi prime is y prime. Okay, so what is the derivative of this? U prime phi, u prime is 1, phi is y plus u prime phi plus u phi prime plus u phi prime. Very, very careful. Very, very careful. Because y is a function of x. Y is a function of x. Y is a function of x. Okay, and what is the derivative of this? What is the derivative of this? Minus, okay, minus y squared. The derivative is given by 2 times y to the 1 to the power of 1. But we want to find the derivative with respect to x. So y prime or dy dx equals, what is the derivative of 5x? 5. And all that relate with y prime to the left hand side, all the other to the right hand side. So you have xy prime minus 2yy prime equals 5 minus 2x minus y. Y prime is the same. I can factor it out. Y prime x minus 2y. This is equal 5 minus x minus 2x minus y. So what is the y prime? Five minus 2x minus y, x minus 2y. And this is the derivative. So now you can find the slope of tangent line for something that is not function. Something that is not a function explicitly. That's why we usually call implicit differentiation. Implicit differentiation, because the function is not given explicitly. This is y equals not what? I don't know. But it is given implicitly by this equation. What is y? I don't know. What is y in this? I don't know. But it is given by this implicit equation. So that's why we usually say this is implicit differentiation. Okay, and don't forget, we can just do whatever we want, just like this. Just like this. The profit for producing x 100 unit of maybe x units of goods, the profit in dollars. Producing x unit, the profit P in dollars. For producing x unit of goods, satisfy this relation. Maybe Q unit quantity ya. Okay. So to make you accustomed to the variable, minus Q cube minus PQ equals let's say maybe that's 4. If I okay, find the marginal profit for when the profit is, okay, let's see, if the profit is 2 and the quantity is 3, what do I have? 2 cube is 8. This is how you make a problem, yeah. 8, 2 cube is 8, minus 2 times 3. 8 minus 2 times 3, not good, not good. Let's say cube, 3. 3 cube is 3, 3 kali 3, 9, 27, minus 3 times 2, 2. Okay, makes sense. 27 minus 6, 27, 21. So the point is at the curve. Find the marginal profit when the profit is $3. Doesn't make sense ya, $100 deh. $300. And the unit produce is tadi berapa sih? 3 pangkat 3 27 dikurangi tadi berapa ya? 2 ya. And the unit produce is 2 units. Okay ya. Answer. So what do I have to find? I have to find the marginal profit. What is the marginal profit? The marginal profit is given by, what is this? dP dQ. Oke ya. We usually say this P prime kan gitu. The derivative of P with respect to Q. Okay. So the marginal profit, so the profit is a function of quantity. Profit is a function of quantity. Okay ya. This one using implicit differentiation. We have, what do we have? What is the derivative of this? With respect to Q. With respect to Q. Alma Natasha Simangunsong. Alma Natasha Simangunsong. Alma. Not present lagi. P is a function of Q ya. P is a function of Q. Keep this in mind, that P is a function of Q. Anggi Afifah Harahap. Anggi.
Yes, sir.
What is the derivative of this with respect to Q? P is a function of Q. What is the derivative of P cube? 3.
It's 3p to the power of 2. Is it that one, sir? 3p to the power of
squared?
Yeah, 3p squared minus.
No. Remember, P is a function of Q, and I want to find the derivative with respect to Q. So this is not just 3p squared. 3p squared is the derivative with respect to P. I want to find the derivative with respect to Q. So this is time P prime. Can you follow me, Anggi?
Yes, sir.
Because this is the derivative with respect to Q, not P. If this is the derivative with respect to P is okay. Okay.
Yes.
Then minus. Remember, P is a function of Q.
Sorry, your
and Q is a function of Q also.
Your screen is lagging on mine, so I can't really see.
Okay. So what is the derivative of P times Q? P is a function of Q. Don't forget. So in here, you look at U equals P, phi equals Q, and you want to find U prime phi plus U phi prime. Why? Because P is a function of Q, and Q is a function of Q. Can you follow me, Anggi?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what is the derivative of this? Do I have to just let first, or you can do it directly? Do I have to use this?
I think you should. I'm sorry, sir, but I think I need to. I think I need you to show it to me.
Okay. Then let u equals p is a function of t and phi is q. So I want to find the derivative with respect to q. So what is u prime? U prime, what is u prime? The derivative with respect to q. What is this? Anggi, let this then. What is u prime? What is the derivative of p with respect to q?
Again, sir, I'm really sorry, but the screen is lagging on mine. I can't see it.
Okay, if u equals phi, what is u prime? What is the derivative of u with respect to q? What is the derivative of p with respect to q?
P prime.
Very good, Anggi. Very good. Very good. And what about phi prime?
P is
What is phi prime? Phi is given by q. When what is phi prime? Phi prime is the derivative of phi with respect to q. What is the derivative of q with respect to q?
Q prime.
Phi prime equals?
Q prime.
Oh.
No.
It's just like this. What is the derivative of x with respect to x? The derivative of x, Anggi?
Yes.
What is the derivative of x?
1.
1. What is the derivative of x with respect to x? 1. What is the derivative of q with respect to q?
Also 1.
Yes, Anggi. So I have this. The derivative of p times q is u prime phi. Tell me, what is this?
What was the question again, sir? I can't see.
Yeah. So what is the derivative of this? I have given you u, phi, u prime, phi prime. You just have to give to me what is.
U prime, P prime,
P prime
times 1 time, yeah. P prime.
P prime times. Don't forget, Anggi. The derivative of product of u times phi is u prime phi plus u phi prime. U prime phi plus u phi prime. So what is the derivative of this? U prime is p prime. U prime phi. What is phi?
Phi is q.
Yes. Plus u phi prime. What is u?
P prime times.
No. U is p. U prime phi plus u phi prime.
Sorry. U p, yeah. P times 1 then.
Very good. And p times 1 is p. Okay, yeah?
I'm really
and
sorry.
What about the derivative of 21 with respect to q?
0, nothing.
Very good, Anggi. And I can just tidy it up. 3p squared p prime minus p prime q minus plus minus p equals 0. I want to find p prime. How do I get this, Anggi? I just want to find p prime. So the rest, you have to bring it to the right-hand side. So what you should, what term you should move it to the right-hand side? Which term? The first one, the second one, on the third one? You have to move it to the second, to the right-hand side. Which one? Because in the right-hand side, I just want to have a function of p prime. All p prime, not p prime, go to right. So this one?
First.
P squared.
Again, sir, I'm really sorry. I can't see anything.
Yeah, okay. So you have to bring all the P prime on the left hand side and the not P prime to the right hand side. This one. So how do you solve this? How do you find P prime? Can you factorize P prime here? Anggi?
Sir, can you mention the equation for me? I can't see.
3p squared P prime minus P prime Q. I want to factor out P prime.
Oh, yeah, you can. You can factorize P prime.
So how do I factor this? The first term is given by 3
P squared.
P squared. Very good, Anggi.
Minus Q.
Yes. Equals.
Equals P.
So what is P prime?
P prime is P divided by 3P squared minus Q.
Yes. Yes, Anggi. Yes. So the marginal profit when the profit is $300 and the unit produced is 2 units is, what is this? I just substitute ya. P-nya berapa? Profit $300. Don't forget. Don't forget. Don't forget. So the P is, I just substitute here. What is the P? P is 3 ya. P is 3 divided by 3 times P squared. 3 squared. Minus Q. Q is 2. So the marginal profit is given by 3 divided by 3 kali 3, 9, 9 kali 3, 27 kurang 25. Okay. Anggi, can you follow me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Anggi. Thank you, Anggi Harahap ya. Okay, Afifah Harahap. Thank you. So, any questions from this one? Any question from this one?
Sir,
Yes.
how do we know P is a function to Q?
Very good. What is the question? Marginal profit is how profit changes with quantity. So dP dQ. Because this is marginal profit. So what rate do you want to see? How profit changes with quantity? If you want to find how profit changes with quantity, that rate, you have to find dP dQ. Very good question. Your name, sorry?
Rifan, sir.
Rifan Septian Awar. Very good question. So it is a good question. So why don't we use dQ divided by dP in here? Yes, but that's not marginal profit. Marginal profit is how profit changes with respect to quantity. Yeah. So if you want to find how velocity changes with spatial with distance, how velocity changes with the distance. So you have the derivative of velocity with respect to distance. So what do you want to find? What do you want to find? The answer lies on what the problem you have. What problem you have. Okay, Rifan?
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Rifan. Very good answer, very good question. Whether we have to find dQ/dP or dP/dQ, that depends. What do you want to find? Marginal profit. So how profit changes with respect to quantity? dPu, okay, delta P divided by delta Q. That's why. Okay, I think if, maybe some of you ask this. Pak, this is too difficult. Why don't we use this, Pak? don't we use just this part? When the profit alternative when the profit is 300 and the unit produced is 2, I have this one, yeah. So maybe I have this one. Sorry, I have this one. Yeah. So when the profit is 300 and the unit produced is 2, I can immediately change this. 3 times 3 squared of P prime. P prime Q, what is Q is 2P prime. And what is P is 3. So I can make it more quickly. 3 times 3 times 3, 27 P prime minus 2P prime minus plus minus 3 equal 0. So you have 27P prime minus 2P prime, you have 25P prime equals 3. So you have P prime equals 25 divided by 3. This is also allowed. This is also allowed. Thank you. This is also allowed. So you bring this first. Okay, bring this first, and then you directly evaluate your problem by substituting the profit and the unit produced. But don't forget, you have to add this one. You have to add these sentences. Because this is just P prime at this one, not for all PQ. This is just for certain profit and certain unit produced. So you have to include these sentences. When the profit is 300 and the unit produced is 2 units, and then you can substitute and you have the same answer. Oh, sorry, the same answer. This is wrong. 3 divided by 2 to 5. Any questions? Yes, lady. Gentlemen, Felix Noah Eric Siddhartha, questions?
I don't think so, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If you don't have any question, I think we will stop here. Oh, there is a conversation here. I don't know who is this. Sir, I can't use my microphone. Okay, Ama, Nasha, thank you. Anggi, sir, can I exit the call for a moment to fix? Of course. You can do it. Of course, eh? Don't worry about it. After this, you will have. Sorry. What time do you have your quiz?
1, sir.
1:30.
Yeah, 1:30.
1:30?
Yes, sir.
1:30, yeah. Okay, so you can do my quiz at 12:15 until 1:15. There will be a notification. So you will do 2 quiz today. One quiz is at 1:30 and my quiz from okay. I'll open it up until 6 in the afternoon. So you can do my quiz until 6 in the afternoon, yeah?
Okay, sir.
And you can do the quiz on, you prepare yourself, yeah? At 1:30 until 1:45. The quiz, I think it will be announced 12:30, yeah? 12:30, but you can do it until 6 p.m. My quiz, but for the big quiz, 1:30 until 1:45. And you can fill the attendance list now. Any questions? Okay, yeah. Next week we will have the same group discussion. The material is on this week. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir. Ya, udah hilang.